Hi everyone, Minky here with the next part of Let's Play Majora's Mask Minimalist Run. Today we are going to get on with this dungeon, the mini boss here I should say, because we've already done the dungeon, and it's one that I'm really not looking forward to because I'm not that good at it, to be honest. And we're doing this on only 6 hearts since I have the fairy here as well. So hopefully we can manage this, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that, to be completely fair. Also, I don't know about these two, I don't think they do anything, but there is the captain's hat Easter egg, which I guess I'll show that off just for the sake of argument. I'll do that just because obviously you need the captain's hat anyway to beat the game, so I'll at least show that off for the sake of argument. In fact, let's put that on now just to be prepared. Just see what they say, because yeah, it's a bit weird, if you will. Given that, I think they still activate the cutscene, if you will. I think they'll still activate the cutscene even though, you know, like it'll still be proper. Oh, I need fire arrows actually, as well. Yeah, you need to do at least 1 fire arrow on these 2 curtains. And there's only 2 windows as well, weirdly. There's not 4, like you'd think there would be. And it's like, actually now that I think about it, where are those windows going to? Or coming from, if you will? I know that obviously they're outside, but, like, what is the outside when both of these are, like, supposed to be, like, they're supposed to be, like, 2 branching bits, if you will. Of this mini dungeon, if you will. Ow! Wow, already taken some damage. The way it's just lined up. And they actually see through the mask. Even though it's not transformed us, but I guess they, I don't know, man. Alright, let me get away from these guys. Okay. Yeah, doing that. Dang it. Yeah, like I said, I'm not too good against these guys, so I'm kind of trying to play it safe here, especially since I've not got that much health. I've only got 5.5 hearts of life left. So I'm trying to play it safe. I haven't got a guide up or anything either of how to easily beat these guys. I did do this the other day, to be fair, but I had a lot more health to deal with. And save states as well, because I was playing on the Switch. But in this kind of playthrough, I kind of don't want to rely on save states too much, because at least then it was like, more like, you know, I wasn't trying to be skillful. I was just trying to get it done. This time round, though, I'm doing it for a let's play, if you will. So I'm trying to, I want to at least be skillful about it. But if I need to, then I will go on the save state route if I really needed to. I don't actually know how much damage that actually does, by the way, the light attacks. I assume it does something, because that was pretty quick otherwise. Well, I assume it needs to be an actual attack that ends them. Oh, before I do that, actually, let's go back, because they need to be in close proximity within the light. Yeah, that's my strategy. Just go into the light. They'll run away. They'll turn their backs and I'll shoot them. They were right at the captain, at the king. How much? Yeah, the defense are pretty good as well. Stalfos are my worst enemy, to be honest. Like, they're my absolute worst. I haven't figured out how to properly deal with them yet. Like, despite my playing so much of these games, I haven't learned of a good way to deal with them yet. Alright. King time. But I hope I can cheese it by doing this. They defended that pretty quickly. Alright. Yeah, it's this attack that really gets to me because I don't know how to deal with this. And I think they automatically get you as well. Like, even the light doesn't help. Okay, I somehow dodged that. Hopefully I continue to dodge that, but I doubt it. Oh, I did? Wow. How I managed that is beyond me. Okay, run away again, I guess. Ah! Yeah, they become double now as well. You can either attack with the head or attack with the sword. And you can't really do anything against them either, to be fair, either. That's one whole lot of damage as well. Okay, just... Jeez, man. What do I have at my disposal anyway that can maybe defend against this? Oh yeah, thanks, magic. I really needed that now. And I think that's me dead. Yep. Alright. I will be back in a moment then. I think I'll show this off real quick, just to see what they say. Like, this is after the battle, if you will, after my failure of the battle anyway. Like, I want to see then if they respawn. If the two dudes respawn. Yeah, they do. So you have to one-cycle these guys. You have to defeat all three in one go. That's what it looks like. Let's let the cutscene play out, just see what happens. Yeah, you have to do it all over again. Alright, I will see you in a moment then. After this battle. So yeah, BRB. Alright, round 2 with the dude, with the king. And hopefully I keep some of that in because it seems like bombs work really well against this guy. Yeah, okay, his bombs seem to be the strategy then. Just get them to shield, and then they'll constantly just stay in place, waiting for you to drop your shield while you're lighting them up. Oh, I don't have a fairy. I forgot to bring that, actually. My bad. Wow, okay, they still got me. That was weird, but okay. That's pretty cool, actually. Nice. Oh, they just got out of range of it. I was hoping to, like, get them again. Alright. I don't know what happens if... No. Ow, that's 2 damage, really? Okay, let's do this. Nice. Oh, jeez. So there you go. Figured something out. So yeah, at least we learned something new then in that case. That's how you learn about these games and whatnot. It's just trying new things and whatnot. Because I've been playing this game since like, what, 2008? And I've not really like looked into this kind of thing, if you will. Like I've not really thought about like, let's try and explore more like this, if you will. Like, yeah, I play a lot of Majora's Mask and whatnot, and I still learn new things, obviously. I still explore and whatever. Yeah, it's not like I don't know the game well or anything, but like obviously, like there's still plenty to learn, if you will. You know, just because you know a game well doesn't mean you know it 100%. You know. So, like knowing the game well is not like a blanket, like you know. It's not a blanket excuse, if you would, so just not bother learning anything new, if you will. If that makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, here we are, the last song, the Pac-Man song. Because I mentioned before how this is... I haven't even edited that bit yet, actually. Actually, have I? No, I think I have, actually, yeah. Yeah, I edited that bit. The bit about the Great Bay song, but I haven't edited the Great Bay Temple yet as I record this. But we're going to learn a new song that we're going to use quite a bit. One of them... It's weirdly one of the more used songs, if you will. But here we go. Here's how we draw Pac-Man, at least on Ocarina. So you start with C right, and hopefully I'll put up an image of this as well. Then you go left, and then back on yourself. Then you go down to make like a mouth. Back right because you can't, because your pen can't leave the paper, kind of idea. Then you do up to get the eye, and you get left to get like the proper upper body of the Pac-Man there, and the bottom part of the body is just implied. And there's the Elegy of Emptiness. The Elegy of Pac-Man. It's a mystical song that allows you to shed a shell shaped in your current image. By playing the song while wearing masks to assume different forms, you'll be able to leave up to 4 empty shells, 1 for each form. Yeah, it's a little weird that the Gibdo mask doesn't do 1, but I guess it also still makes sense. Like I said, you kind of heal him before it happens, if you will. But then there's also like, you're also playing the Song of Healing for like, Thingamajig, the dancer dude, and then there's also like the Stone Mask guy as well, who you don't play the Song of Healing for. You just give them a red potion. I think a blue potion works too, but you still give them a potion. So, it's so weird. On my kingdom, shine the light of justice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So they actually give you arrows as well. I assume that's because of the fire arrow bits, not because of the whole... that's a strategy that they wanted you to take. But... obviously... you know, it is something, I guess. Now, I'm going to do something very important, and by very important I mean very, very important. The Dekis have colonized a new kingdom. Because I also, like, as far as I'm aware, there's never ever a reason for you to use the Deku Mask one. Like, literally ever. Because, and I say that in the sense that, yeah, you only need 3, to be fair, only 3 of them. Those being Link, Goron, and Sora, typically. The Deku Link doesn't do anything. Like, they can't press switches or anything. You need to be a different form. So, you know, you can't do anything with Deku Mask, unfortunately, and the Elegy of Emptiness. Although I do have to wonder though if you could, if the Deku one could do something, would it do anything to like cheese the system, if you will? Considering that there's a bunch of like, you know, triples, if you will, a bunch of these triple switches on the way up to Thingamajig, up the castle. I wonder then if there's like anything, you know, like if like having a 4th one would have done you any good. In terms of getting up faster or something. I'm not sure about that, but I guess that's something we can check. Not check, but I guess we can look into it as we go up. And yeah, no point in killing these guys now that I've got a full wallet. Alright, let's go. It's quite quiet. But I feel like as well, maybe that's just because it's nighttime, not because we dealt with Thingamajig. I don't know, man. It is such a weird little area as well. Like, there's not much of a kingdom, to be fair. It's just here. And the area outside is just pretty much a wasteland other than, you know, pretty much Pamela and her father. You've got the ghost house. You've got, what's that say? Ikana Castle front gate. Use what you will. The sealed gate will never open. Yeah, this itself will never open. I remember once thinking like, oh yeah, you need the powder keg, and then trying to blow this up with it. I don't know why, but that was like way back when I didn't even know the game very well anyway. I'm still learning. Yeah, there's like a few houses back here, like obviously you got the ghost house, which I can't show in this playthrough because it will give you something, it will give you progress. Pamela's house, the house here. You've got the Great Fairy Shrine, or the Great Fairy Fountain, and you've got the spring up here, which, you know, I think it might be the only spring in the game, but I could be wrong on that. I can't remember the other. Well, there's probably a few other bits and pieces, to be fair. Yeah, like maybe that little bit before the climb up Snowhead, to the Marnie's grave. You know. Plenty there, to be fair. Alright, I'm actually going to take a small break here because I need to make sure I need to make sure just check some stuff, so I'll take a moment and then I will see you in a few moments. So yeah, see you in a moment then. Alright, well, I figured I'm going to actually show this off today, and then what I'll do next time is I'll actually do it off screen and just get up here on a new cycle, since there is an owl statue up at the top, but I obviously can't use owl statues or even the Song of Soaring during this playthrough, so I have to actually just completely ignore those, if you want. I have to make this climb every single time I want to go up here, if you will, until I'm allowed to get the like, I think it's the bonus parts, not the add-on parts, where I'm gonna say I can get the other stuff. But that's because at that point with the bonus parts we're beyond the minimalism portion of it, if you will. So that's the plan with this playthrough. So is that, you know, bonus parts is everything but heart pieces, add-on parts is all the heart pieces, and then that will be 100% completion. So let's just make the climb then, and then yeah, let's go. Now I only know of very few sort of shortcuts in this, if you will. If that makes sense, like... I can only think of two at the minute. One of which being for the dungeon itself at the very top, and another being like one that I learnt the other day when I was playing. Which hopefully that still works. I imagine it does. I don't see why it would. Well, I say that. I mean, like, there's no reason to believe it wouldn't have changed. Just, I don't know, man. We'll see. But yeah, be prepared to listen to the song a few times at least. A fair few times. Like, I don't know if we'll get to double digits, but it's definitely a few times. And yeah, I like to keep the down C button free. That's why I'm not using it, even though it'd be very beneficial at this point in time. Okay, let me get bombs. Wow, I've got one left. Ow. Okay, wow, okay. That wasn't too bad, I guess. Duh. Okay, nice. They're the weaker ones. Nice. Alright. Yeah, I shouldn't need to get onto that platform anyway. I've never done that before in my life, to be fair. So, don't need to do that. I just need to do this. I think it was 2 sets of blocks before we get that shortcut. We'll see. We'll see as we go along. Just need to remember where it is. Okay, there's a not a gway, a fire keys here. There's a fire gway. I wish. Nice. I'm such a shot at this game. Such a pro. Alright, where is up? Here it's up. I think this is the next bit, if I'm not mistaken. The switch, so yeah, I think this bit then. So, hopefully we can get this. Hopefully I remember the shortcut. Assuming it is a shortcut. Yeah, we'll see. Really depends on what comes up though, because I know there's something coming up. Where are all these boulders coming from anyway? Like, I know there's supposed to be like an obstacle for you as the player, but it's just so weird lore-wise, and again, it's probably just a matter of like just the game just not... Oh, you know what it was actually? I remember what it was. Where did that block go to? Not here, that's for sure. Oh, you know what it was? It's because it's blocked. Wow, man. Wait, actually, what happens if I do this then? You know what, it's probably not worth risking. It's probably gonna just go both back, to be fair. I think it's this one we need to press then. Yeah, that moves out of the way. Into the middle, okay. So that means I need another form then to get this one to stay put. Right, actually no, I don't even think I need to do that. Yeah, I can just do that. And then climb back up, ow. And then I can just climb back up, get onto the platform, which is here. And then just play the song again as Highland Link. Because that's the one I moved onto the switch that's pressing this one. And then it's going to take me back to where this block actually is supposed to be. Or like where it originates at. That's how the other one works, the one that goes into the dungeon. It means you only have to play the song twice, ow. Rather than 3 times, which isn't that big of a deal obviously. It's only 1 extra time, but still. That saves you a bit of hassle. And even then, that's assuming worst case scenario. You know, in terms of like playing the song. Alright, and here we are. So yeah, I think that was only like what, 4 times we played it? I think maybe 5? No, yeah, it was 5, yeah. 5 times we played the song just to get up here, and that's not including the time that we spent learning the song. So 6 times overall just to get in here. Not too bad. So yeah, really nice bit right there. Now we don't get that because that's gonna mess up our run. I mean, I guess not. I guess it doesn't really matter if we use it only for quick saves. I guess that's a bit funky though, to be fair. So the way you would do it, by the way you would do this, if you will, is you would not play the Song of Storms, not the Song of Storms, the Song of Double Time. You would play the warps, the song. It doesn't matter what form you're doing it in. I'm just doing Highland Link because it's convenient. And then, and you play it once to keep the button pressed, and this is assuming you do it without glitch or anything, because I know there's a glitch you can do, and then you just play the song a time again, not time, the Elegy of Emptiness again, push on the block, and then the block will move back to the dungeon's entrance, which is really nice. And the same pretty much works the other way around as well, because now we're pretty much stuck on this side, as far as I'm aware. I don't know if we can get back without the Song of Soaring or anything. Yeah, I feel that's too far, yeah. I don't know, I don't want to really fall off at this point. But at this time, at this point, now that we're stuck on this side, it's pretty much the same way. I think it's this side that you need to press. Okay, you want to press the right side if you want to do the light arrows, which, to be fair, let's set that up. So let's just show this off. I might as well, because then it's just convenient. I mean, I'm going to show it off later anyway, so it's not like this isn't really inconvenient or anything. It's not like I'm going to not show it later. And we have access to this now, so yeah, we obviously need access. We need that out of the way, so which is really annoying to remember, because you've got to remember that the right one is the middle one. So, what's this one then? Middle is left. Okay, so that makes sense then if you think of it 2, 3, 1. Because if you think 2, 3, 1, that means that this one that I'm standing on right now, the 2 is in the first slot. You know, if you say 2, 3, 1, 2 is in the first slot, so you go into the middle switch, the second switch from the left, and you're moving the left block, if you will. So what you would do then is you would press this block, and despite you being in 1, well, let's get rid of that actually. Actually, that's a good point actually. I don't even know if you can do this actually then, to be fair. In that case, because because you would have to make it go all the way back. So I don't know about that one, to be honest. You would probably have to move this one forward then. Yeah, I'm just kind of. Oh, actually, before I do that, actually, wait. Actually, let me do this. Actually, see what happens when I do these two like this, because they do kind of get in the way a little bit of each other. So might as well experiment a little bit. Yeah, have a bit of fun with it. See, it gets completely blocked now. So yeah, you can jump onto here, and then yeah, it's a little bit too far out. Okay, to be fair. Now I wonder then if you can hook shot onto the exit, if you will, from here. I'm not sure about that one, to be honest, though. Or not from here, but I mean from like when the middle one, or when one of them is right here, right diagonally here, if you will. So I can just walk onto that, but yeah, you can't get onto there, sadly. Can you hook shot onto the Elegy of Emptiness statue? I've never thought about that, actually. Let's have a look. No, you can't. No, you just go completely through them. I was hoping that it would be like an Elegy of Emptiness, like a hookshot target, because then you could then just do that. Yeah, put one on the block and then move it forward or something, but I mean, I guess I have just done it with just Hylian Link, not the other three. So maybe the other three are, I don't know, I'll try that out at some other point. Jeez, they went back. Alright, can we get over from here? Probably not. Oh, we can. Okay, nice. So yeah, that's how you get across. I mean, obviously I made this really elaborate, to be fair. So obviously with this, you just, I mean, you can do it like better than that, if you will. Like, I guess just doing all three Elegy of Emptiness statues. But I did try it as well, by the way. It doesn't seem like these statues stack with one another, because there is a switch in the dungeon that requires like the Goron Link specifically, because they're like twice as heavy. And I tried stacking on Sora Link, or Sora statue, Link statue, and Link himself, and it didn't matter. It didn't make any difference. Even Deku Link as well, and it didn't mean anything. You have to use Goron Link on the heavy one. So yeah, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, well, on that note then, I'm going to end it there. So, wow, we have every song except the Song of Healing, the Song of Storms. Wow, that's actually very surprising, if you will. Oh, another thing as well, I didn't show this off. I hope I'll remember to do so in the other playthrough, but the mirror shield in this game, by the way, doesn't actually reflect Octorok projectiles. Just like in Ocarina of Time, it's basically a carbon copy of it, if you will, of the Ocarina of Time mirror shield, like to the exact, if you will, because it's the same in that game as well. It doesn't reflect such projectiles, which I think they did that just to give the Hylian shield some use, if you will. But I feel like that's more appropriate in Ocarina of Time than it is Majora's Mask. Because in Majora's Mask, you kind of have to earn the mirror shield, and then you have to make sure to get the light arrows before you can unearn it, if you will. Otherwise, you're going to have to redo at the bottom of the well, or beneath the well, in this case, to do that, if you will. So, but yeah, like I said, that's the end. So I'm going to end it there. So I'm going to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a really minky day.